Have you ever finished an episode of Black Mirror and thought, wait, haven't I seen that before? A news headline, a company logo, a piece of tech that seems strangely familiar. For years, many of us watched the show as an anthology of standalone cautionary tales. But what if I told you that's not the whole story? What if all those seemingly separate nightmares are actually pieces of a single, terrifying puzzle? Today, we diving deep into the shadows to uncover the hidden connections that prove Black Mirror isn't just an anthology. It's a unified timeline of our descent into a technological dystopia. The first and most crucial thread weaving this universe together is the concept of digital consciousness, or as the show calls them, cookies. These are full digital copies of a person's mind, a soul trapped in code. We first see this technology in its raw, horrifying form in White Christmas, where a cookie is tortured for information and forced to manage a smart home. This isn't just a one-off idea. The same core technology reappears constantly. Think about it. In USS Callister, Robert Daly creates digital clones of his co-workers to torment in his private game. In Black Museum, we see a cookie of a convicted man endlessly executed for the sick amusement of visitors. And in San Junipero, cookies are the foundation of a digital afterlife, a virtual heaven where consciousness can live on forever. These aren't just similar themes. It's the same fundamental technology, evolving and being applied in increasingly complex and morally ambiguous ways across the years. It starts as a tool for interrogation and ends as a promise of eternal life. So, who is behind this revolutionary and dangerous technology? That's where the corporations come in. If you pay close attention, you'll see the same company names popping up everywhere. The most prominent is TCKR Systems. TCKR is the mastermind behind the San Junipero technology, offering digital heaven to the elderly and the deceased. But their influence doesn't stop there. In Playtest, the protagonist is testing a game for a company called Cyto-Gemu, the creators of the immersive horror game Harlech Shadow. In the episode Striking Vipers, TCKR is mentioned as having acquired Cyto-Gemu. This single detail connects the worlds of augmented reality gaming and digital consciousness, showing how one company consolidated power over the very fabric of reality. Another recurring name is Smartelligence, the company behind the smart home system in White Christmas. These aren't just Easter eggs. They are the corporate giants building this future, their logos like ominous signatures on each new step towards damnation. TCKR isn't just creating a product, they are cornering the market on the human soul itself. One of the most memorable and haunting concepts from the series is the social credit system from Nohzdyve. Lacey Pound lives in a world where every interaction is rated, and your score determines your entire life. This seems like a self-contained nightmare, but the rating system is another technology that echoes throughout the universe. In USS Callister, Daly's tyranny over his digital crew is a twisted form of a rating system where he is the only judge. In Hated in the Nation, public outrage, fueled by a hashtag, directly leads to people's deaths, a weaponized version of public opinion. And in Nohzdyve, we see a news ticker mentioning that the Reputelligence system is being applied to prime ministers. This shows that the rating system isn't just for everyday people. It's evolving into a tool of political control, its influence growing from personal status to geopolitical power. The 5-star rating becomes a tool for everything from getting a good coffee to choosing who lives and who dies. Next, let's look at the hardware that makes all of this possible, the neural and ocular implants. The series shows a clear progression of this technology. It starts with the grain in the entire history of you, an implant that lets you record and replay your memories. This is an early, clunky version. By the time we get to Archangel, the technology has become a parental control tool, allowing a mother to see through her daughter's eyes and filter what she experiences. In Men Against Fire, soldiers are given the MASS implant, an augmented reality system that changes how they perceive the enemy, turning human beings into monstrous creatures. Cyto-Gemu's game in Playtest uses a similar neural link for its hyper-realistic horror. These aren't different inventions. They're different generations of the same core idea. The technology evolves from a simple memory device to a tool that can completely override a person's perception of reality, becoming more seamless, more powerful, and more dangerous with each new iteration. So what does this all mean? When you piece it all together, the evolution of cookies, the consolidation of corporate power under TCKR, the expansion of social rating systems, and the advancement of neural implants, a clear picture emerges. Black Mirror isn't just a collection of random stories. It's a chronological history of a single world, our world, falling deeper and deeper into the grip of its own creations. The series shows us the birth of a technology in one episode, and then its societal consequences a generation later in another. The national anthem could be the inciting incident, the moment public life and technology became inseparable. Decades later, you have San Junipero, where that technology has reached its logical and perhaps most bittersweet conclusion. Each episode is a chapter in the same book, a warning that these technological paths don't exist in a vacuum. They connect, they build on each other, and they lead to a future that is more cohesive and, frankly, more terrifying than we ever imagined. The show is telling one single, epic story, the story of how we traded our humanity for convenience, one update at a time. So the next time you watch an episode, don't just look for the twist. Look for the threads. Because in the world of Black Mirror, everything is connected. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content that looks into the darkness.